our Monterey 268 SS. It's a 2008. And we were getting our fresh water pump to work, which, man, it really flows. And then all of a sudden it didn't work. So then we're trying to figure out what's going on. Looked at the fuses down here in the engine compartment. Inside that fuse panel. Also looked to see if there was a breaker. Let me see, I can't hardly see my lens. Let me reach down here in this panel, and there's not a breaker. The fuse is inside this panel. There's nothing in there for this one particular switch. The other switches on the panel are working. Searched everywhere online to try to see what was going on and why we're not getting power. So I pulled out the panel. Look at that cluster of wires. How much fun is that? Well, turns out each one of these switches pulls its own power. So this is a power for this one, which is the navigation. And then there's a separate power lead for this switch, a separate power lead for this switch, and a separate power lead for that switch, all coming out of the loom. And in the center, that's where the power wires feed the switch. So your main one comes in, and then it jumpers over to the other side. And then your lighting for the switches, there's little LED lights. So if you flip up, you get an LED at the top. Flip down, you get an LED at the bottom on the switches. You know, those are the main power leads in. I'm getting lights on each of these others and not on the one that runs the fresh water pump. So searching around and digging around, it's solid under here. So I went into the side compartment here. Let me get some light on this. So up under there you see all the back side of the wires. Right up inside there, there is a fuse panel in there. And you can see the one that I have out currently. That was the one that was popped. Nowhere could I find anywhere on the internet, looking at the manual or anything, did I find a fuse panel inside the dash. So I guess you have to kind of search everywhere on your boat to problem solve. But after I replace that 10 amp fuse, we'll be back in business.